Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine.
I told him to go find more.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, 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 Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare, Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Nitai Gauranga Jaya 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 Gaura Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Mathura Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur Navdeep Dham ki jai. Purushottam Kshetra Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. ISKCON Chicago New Seva Kunj Dham ki jai. Their most merciful Lordship Shri Shri Kishore Kishori ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ki jai. Bhakti Devi Tulasi Maharani ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Mardangas?
I have announcements to make, so if you don't mind, each line if you just sing once. That will be here.
Namaste Narasrinhaja. Namaste Narasrinhaja. Praladha Ladha Dhajane Hiranya Kashipur Vakshaha.
Play.
Tanka Nakalaje Kirito Nasimho Parato Nasimho Jato jato jamitato nasrimho Bahe nasimho Hidaye nasimho Narasimhamadin Sharanam Prapade Avakarakamalavare Nakamabduta Sringan Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanno Bringan Keshabadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Nrsimhadev. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nrsimha Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.
So please repeat after me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So thank you very much for joining us for today's Krishna Fest. I want to ask you, how many of you were there downtown for the Rath Yatra? If you liked it, I want to hear a loud Haribol. Wasn't it fantastic to go back after so many years down at Delhi Plaza with so many people, and the parade was just fantastic. And as I announced last time or during Rath Yatra, that our goal is next time a better route and maybe a better location if they give us a Millennium Park or something. So the discussions right after this festival will start, and the team will get through to finding a better location. Can you turn down the volume a little bit, Subal Prabhu? Thank you. So now the other side of the news is the fantastic festival takes money to put together, expenses. So our expenses for Rath Yatra were about $25,000. And to date, we have received $15,000 either as donations or from our prasadam booth, etc. So we are shortfall of 10,000. So we're hoping, requesting you to please step up. Those of you who have not made a contribution, to kindly step up and help us so we can at least cover our costs. So that way we know that, each year as this also becomes a wonderful festival, bigger and better, it's not something that is going to hurt, I would say, Kishori's pocket in one sense. So please do think of stepping up and helping us cover the $10,000 shortfall. I'm hoping that by next Sunday we'll close our Rath Yatra accounts. So within a week, if not today would be fantastic. If not today, during the week, if you'd like to help, you can make donations in person, either to myself or Radharaman Prabhu through the kiosk that's out in the lobby, or online through PayPal, whatever works for you. Please help us meet our Rath Yatra finances. Next is starting July 11th. We're having a course, a 6-part course, for those of you who might be coming to the Hare Krishna temple for the first time, or just recently for a few weeks you've been coming, and we'd like you to participate in a Discover Yourself course. So it takes you through the preliminary foundational information about Krishna consciousness and has very beautiful topics. I'll read you a few, such as science and spirituality, show me God, Vedic worldview, the science of soul, etc. So these are 6 parts, and it will be done by Arjun Gopa Das, is sitting there. And if you have more questions after the lecture, he'll be standing at the door. Please stop by, ask him. We'll pass these out. You can also go to our website or Facebook, and this information is there for you to register and participate. I promise you, it'll be a very, very fascinating and educational 6 weeks. So please do sign up. This weekend, there is a concert by a band called Grateful Dead. How many of you have heard of Grateful Dead? Okay. So there are about 80,000 people gathered in downtown Chicago over the weekend, and our devotees are going to do Harinam there right after the Sunday program. So if you'd like to join and go there and chant Krishna's names to benefit, of course, ourselves, but the Grateful Dead crowd, if you will. The devotees are going to leave from here at 3:30. So after the lecture, have your prasadam, and if you'd like to go, please assemble in the lobby at 3:30. Acharya Nishta will coordinate this, so you will see him or he will see you in the lobby. We encourage you, if you'd like to join, that'll be very, very nice. I just want to acknowledge all of you. There's one person that has come after a very, very long time, perhaps first time, I'm not sure. Mother Prema Dhatri. Is she here? There. She's the president of ISKCON Phoenix, has been serving there in very amazing ways, and just want to acknowledge her presence and welcome her for the weekend. Hare Krishna. So this weekend, the July 4th weekend, over the past 6, 7 more years, has been what's called the Festival of the Holy Name, facilitated by His Holiness Romapad Swami. And over the years, it's become really, really sweet. There's a Harinam in downtown, and a weekend just dedicated to chanting of the Holy Name, hearing about the Holy Name, hearing about the great teachers who have exemplified a life of chanting of the Holy Name, etc. And so today is the final session of the Festival of the Holy Name. And so you will participate in a little exercise near the end of this presentation. So stay here for a very amazing experience. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I think I'm taking away Marada's. Maybe at the door we can. It's all right. Got so much to say. This is for
Those of you that are going to remain and not disappear just now, if you have your japa beads handy, we're going to do a little japa session together. If you don't have beads, we're going to pass some out. But if you have them handy, somewhere not too far away, now would be a good time to put your hands on them. I think you'll find it interactive, borrowing from Rajiv's terminology. There is a PowerPoint, but it's interactive. If you don't have japa beads, raise your right hand. And those devotees that have a bag of japa beads will put some beads in your right hand. And then when you're done, you can please return them. Somebody has a mridanga, right? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Kunjabi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jasodanandana Brajajanarandana Jasodanandana Brajajanarandana Jamanatiravanachari Jamanatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jasodanandana Brajajanarandana Jasodanandana Brajajanarandana Jamanatiravanachari Jamanatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Hari Vijagacharya Astatara Satasi Srimad His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Sri Sri Kishore Kishori Ki Samveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Thai Gaura Premanandi. Do we have anybody present who has never chanted on japa beads before? Okay. Okay. 3. Okay. Those of you that don't know how to chant on japa beads, the 2 ladies, one of the ladies next to you will show you. And this young man over here, could you show him how to use his beads when we get to that stage? It doesn't have to be right now. So we've had a, using Vaisheshika Prabhu's phrase, fantastic time this weekend, associating with Krishna. Krishna's very kind. Krishna is very merciful. Krishna makes himself so readily accessible. Very readily accessible. All you have to do is call his name. And because the name and the person named, when it comes to Krishna at least, they're none different. Abhinatvam nama namino Krishna. And the name of Krishna, the person and the name are the same. And the theme that we've been addressing during this weekend in approaching the name is the importance of humility, or the role of humility when associating with Krishna through his holy name. And the entry point for that discussion was a verse by Lord Chaitanya. Those of you that are new, you may not know who is Lord Chaitanya, but he's right here. Lord Chaitanya is the giver of the congregational chanting of the holy name. The primary means in this age for spiritual perfection. For those of you that weren't with us this morning, especially, I'm seeing Sunila Madhava here, so I'll share this. This morning we heard some very wonderful songs by Namalvar, sung in Tamil by one of the devotees. And he wrote 1,000 beautiful songs. 10 of them are simply on the holy name, therefore Nama Alvar. And he appeared 43 days after Krishna left. Very beginning, just at the juncture of the previous yuga and our present yuga. And he's predicting Lord Chaitanya. And this, with arms raised and dancing and with abandon of social convention, singing the glories of the holy name. 10 verses, it was beautiful. And he's very specific about who. It's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Sing his name. He who wrestled 7 bulls to the ground to win the hand of his wife, one of his wives. Anyway, he's very clear, it's Krishna, name of Krishna. And then Lord Chaitanya came and delivered. But Lord Chaitanya himself, at least to teach us, understanding all these wonderful glories of the chanting of the holy name, says, unfortunately, Durdaivim, Idrishi Mahajani Nanuraga. I don't have any anuraga, I have no attraction. Even I know all these wonderful things of the glories of the holy name. And the first measure to cure the heart from that having no attraction for the all-attractive Krishna, because that's what Krishna's name means, the all-attractive. That's the literal definition or translation. Krishna means the all-attractive. Unfortunately, I have no attraction for the all-attractive. So the medicine or the antidote or the cure begins with humility. So we spoke about all the different elements, or a number of the elements were dealing with this quality of humility. So I was told, or some time back, these Sunday gatherings, there's an encouragement for the speaker to not just talk or give a lecture, but have things more interactive, something, and visual something. So I'm complying, saluting to that. And we'll start with asking you, first negative and then positive. When you think of what's the experience like when you're not feeling humility or you're with someone who's not very humble? This is a raise your hand. I'm just following Rajiv's leadership here. getting the group to volunteer. What do you think of or experience when there's lack of humility?
When there's lack of humility, I just think how great I am and I've got this down. But in the back of my mind, there's also a little voice saying, I'm just setting myself up to get slammed.
Lesson of life, huh?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay.
When I see it in others, I get, because I have that quality, I get very irritated and easily see the faults and where their pride will get smashed.
So you become annoyed by those people that are lacking in humility.
Yes.
Irritated. Anyone else? Yes, in the back? Yeah, yes?
Turmoil.
What's that?
Turmoil.
Turmoil.
Yeah, conflict.
Turmoil, conflict. Okay, sounds like Kali Yuga, right? Quarreling, dispute, dissension. People irritated with one another. I'm speeding it up a little bit. So here's, I've taken this from Kosharupa. Many of you know, because he's visited here many times, Bhadda Hari Prabhu. He's married. And he has a wife. And she has a name. And her name is Kosharupa. She's a very nice devotee, and she spoke on this topic just recently. So these are, this is the brainstorming map over here. This is what someone goes through when they're in the atmosphere of lack of humility. Other people annoy them, other people make them angry, we become impatient, we feel frustrated, and all those facial expressions, pretty extreme. And then, let's do the opposite. When there's humility, what does that feel like or look like, or what does that do for you in your within yourself or in your interactions with others? What's it like? Not everybody all at once. Okay, over here. Rajiv, what should I do to get them to raise their hand? I'll call on you, that's what I'll do. Okay, I'll call on people. Go ahead.
When it feels humility, they're able to appreciate more the gifts they've been given in life.
Fantastic.
And when one sees that others are humble, immediately they become pleased and pacified. Like when Lord Chaitanya would present his humility, it would charm everyone and they would feel indebted to him.
Exactly. You hit the jackpot. When there's humility, it naturally follows is there's gratitude, because the logic is very simple. If I'm not humble, then I can't receive, and if I receive something, it's going to touch my heart, hopefully, and if it touches my heart, I'll feel gratitude. Rajiv's going to add something. He didn't know that yet, but go ahead.
Two things. One, you can ask people to turn next to each other and discuss it.
We're going to do that.
Okay. Secondly, I wanted to add, when you're with people who are humble, it's important to notice when they're actually being humble versus just being self-defeating.
What's the second option?
Self-defeating. Just more like, because that goes into the mode of ignorance rather than just being purely humble and actually understanding where
like
they
cosmetic
get
humble?
Yes.
As opposed to real humble?
Yes.
How do you tell the difference? Intuitive?
If you feel that gratitude and you kind of know the person, that's kind of how it comes about, at least as far as I've seen. But if it's more just everybody spirals into, oh, poor you, poor me, poor everybody, oh, we're all terrible, then that's probably not that true humility.
True humility, it's just a one nice topic. True humility is you're not the center anymore. False humility is, oh, I'm at the center, I'm at the center, I'm at the center. And true humility is some superior or greater person, ultimately Krishna, is at the center. And in relation to the Supreme, I'm very, very tiny. So, these are symptoms of no humility, but then the symptoms of humility. One example, by the way, I'm going to be asking you to share with the person next to you in just a moment about some of these kinds of things. So Prahlad Maharaj is a person from our Srimad Bhagavatam, our spiritual teachings, that showed complete humility, and because of that complete humility, he was able to always think of Krishna. In fact, he achieved perfection by always remembering, means never forgetting. So he was protected by his humility and then ultimately protected by the Supreme. This painting shows he was being tormented by somebody, his father Hiranyakashipu, with in a den of snakes, poisonous snakes, and he didn't panic, didn't become fearful, he was very calm, and the Supreme Lord protected him. So he wasn't angry, he wasn't expectant, he wasn't needy, he was just content within himself and his relationship with the Supreme. Okay, so here's one of the sharing parts. This is the interactive session, very different than our normal Sunday lecture, I'll tell you. So there are different people, not necessarily from our tradition, that may be here in the room, so I use this kind of language. Think of a saintly person from the spiritual literature that you are most familiar with, who for you is a true role model, and whose devotional qualities you admire. Take 30 seconds, a minute, think of such a person. And then somebody who is near to you, because we're going to do some more sharing, you got to pick another person, so don't just pick your favorite person. And share with another person, one other person, little dyad thing. And who is that person, and what has that person and how that has inspired you, what the quality is, and how it supports you or inspires you or helps you going forward. On your mark, get set, go. Do it with three, you three. You are an enthusiastic group, I must say. 2 more minutes. Okay, try to finish. Okay, fantastic. We're just getting started too. Wait till you get really enlivened. Okay, ladies. Ladies, hold it. Okay, Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. What you just did was glorify a saintly person. You glorified a saintly person, which is one of the most important of all activities in devotional service. Wasn't it nice? So now we're going to do it again, only a little bit different. Here's the little bit different. Think of a spiritual personality who in this life you've had the good fortune of their association, and their example has created a very strong inspirational impression in your life. Prabhupada is pictured at the top. Someone in your life, maybe a school teacher, or maybe a devotee, or maybe whoever, a real person in this life, and then take a different person, the one you just shared with, unless you like uncomfortable doing otherwise, and go. Share, just, what has that inspiration, that relationship meant for you spiritually? Hare Krishna, try to finish. 1 more minute. Sharing the glories of very special persons is a enlivening activity, isn't it? Look at this. Thank you. Different kind of a Sunday program, isn't it? Humility was the starting entry point, and the humility, ours is a descending process. Devotional process is descending, as opposed to using Prabhupada's example, taking a flashlight and looking for the sun. That's not how the sun is self-effulgent. You don't need ascending process, rather descending process. And mercy, supreme mercy, comes through those who are merciful. So when one is feeling regard for a spiritual elevated person one can then receive when the heart is humble. So now, the next topic, we're moving along very quickly here, where there's attention. When you have some feelings for a spiritually elevated person or a dear friend of yours, or I shared it the other day at Rath Yatra. One of the activities at Rath Yatra is the devotees had a booth where they were inviting people to come and chant Maha Mantra as a form of meditation. And I was seated next to the booth having some lunch, and there was a little old lady in a wheelchair. And one of the devotees approached a little old lady in a wheelchair, kind of like a bag lady, if you know what I mean, like a street homeless lady. And she was very happy and took the beads and started chanting. And at the end, she asked if I could have the beads. And she said, sure, you can keep the beads. Well, no, I'd like to give something. She wanted one for her friend. So she wanted 2 sets of beads, and she pulled out of her mini pockets something and folded out $2 bills and handed it to the devotee. Was happy to just give her the beads. But she was so happy to give something for the beads that she had received, and thinking of her friend. And so we brought her some prasadam, and she very kindly took bite in one of them and then thought, I have to save one for my friend, so she could give some prasadam for her friend along with the beads for her friend. Although, what was her worldly possession? Next to nothing, but very grateful receiving such a simple, it was a very touching scene. Anyone here done gardening or has taken care of plants in your home or something like that? So, you ever seen plants that look like that one over there? Yeah, me too. So, when I first came to Chicago, Prithushava was the temple president, and I came to visit him to, because he and I used to do some things together. We used to visit colleges, so I contacted him and said, let's go visit some colleges together. Sure. So when I came, I stayed upstairs there, and as there are now, there's a row of plants, and the plants all look like that. One of my friends, who was a devotee, said, if I have to take birth again, I hope I don't take birth as a plant in a Hare Krishna temple. Because they're neglected. Not these plants, now someone is looking after them very nicely. So, seeing the plants, remembering what my friend had said, I started giving some attention to the plants. And my sense, I shared this with Murari Chaitanya multiple times, I learned a lot from those plants. He teases me. Just like you were all, the TSI devotees were teasing Ankit the other day. So he was teasing me, oh, these are like your babies. But I said, they're my instructors. They're teaching me this lesson that it's not just the water, but when water and attention is given, little hand just came down pouring water, then they reciprocate. And my understanding was if plants can reciprocate, then what about people? When we're giving attention to a relationship, it's natural that people respond, and vice versa is also natural. The other is likely to be the outcome of not paying any attention. Maybe some of you that stay here at our temple, the ashram devotees, remember last year when Vaisheshika was visiting, there was this whole discussion about went on for about a half an hour about intention and attention. Some of you remember that discussion? He was sharing this realization. It has to do with attention in chanting, because it's the foremost of all the principles that takes care of all of the other shortcomings in our own makeup, our own character, and our relationship with Krishna is attentiveness in chanting. And from that one thing, all other things, all the other offenses or unwanted consequence of those offenses can be removed by attentiveness. So how do you stay focused in attentiveness? Well, you want a relationship with Krishna. It's really simple. If you don't want a relationship with Krishna, then how are you going to be attentive? A little sharing. It's different kind of a Sunday program this evening. I was visiting in Austin, Texas, and a student who I knew when he was a graduate student at their Bhakti Club at UT Austin, had now graduated. I knew him when he was a student. Now he has a job in Austin. And he spoke with me after a program and said, while I was a student, I became introduced to Bhakti. And I was given this Mahamantra to chant, just as we're shortly going to together do some chanting of the Mahamantra. And I found, since I graduated, I have now more time. I'm doing a type of meditation, and I find that the meditation that I'm doing, I can stay focused more when I'm doing my meditation. But when I'm doing chanting of the Mahamantra, it kind of gets mechanical and my mind drifts more. What to do? So, little exchange first. I just said, what kind of meditation do you do? Do you do the kind that you try to empty your mind out, or you try to focus on one thing? He said the first one. I said, okay. And your experience is, and this is my experience, was your experience, because before I became introduced to chanting Hare Krishna, I was also doing that type, the empty your mind out type. And you find your mind becomes very strong, and you feel this surge of concentrated energy inside, and you feel very peaceful at the same time. He said, yeah. That's the experience. And then what happens when you stop? He said, yeah, it all just kind of fades and drifts, and it's gone. Okay, so that was my experience, and the reason is it's just not natural that you sit and do nothing, be empty. It's not natural. The teaching of Bhagavad Gita is we're a soul, and souls are active. So to do nothing isn't natural. You do nothing, and maybe you feel, it's like banging your head against the wall and then stopping banging your head against the wall, and you feel, wow, that was good. And then you go back to banging your head against the wall. It's not natural to bang your head against the wall, nor is it natural to do nothing. And therefore, a process where it's natural on the soul platform, I found, comparing the two, chanting had a more sustaining, spiritualizing effect than the other kind of meditation, mantra meditation. It's wonderful. But if you're finding a difficulty in fixing the mind, giving attention, that's this slide, giving undivided attention, it probably has something to do with your relationship with Krishna and not being so inspired to have a relationship with Krishna. You know, like impersonal as opposed to personal. Then he sat up and he said, oh, I've heard about that. Impersonal and personal. And he's a very bright young man. He said, I think I understand. then he repeated. The issue that I have is, I don't want a relationship with Krishna, but I want to feel spiritual. But it's not sustaining, it's not sustainable. That if I give my attention to the person, if the intention is a relationship, then attention can easily go. Yes? I said, I'm going to try that. Next time you come back, I'll tell you how it's going. I said, good. Just make sure you try it, over a period of time, not just a little bit. So as with plants, so also with relationships with people, and ultimately with the Supreme Person. However, we're so easily distracted. In fact, our lives are made up of distraction. We've learned how to multitask and not be present at all with people when we're with people. Yes. I marvel at scenes where there's like a group of people walking down the street and they're all on their cell phone or text messaging, and they're not even relating at all to each other as they're just going about their lives. We're so disconnected with relationships. And yet these are the persons that you love the most. We can't be present even too much, not everywhere, but too much. So the process of bhakti and chanting the holy name is the beginning entry level into bhakti. It's being attentive to the name, and then in turn we'll go in a moment to the fact that Krishna is in the heart of that person, and not only that person but all persons. If we give our attention to Krishna, it's not we cut ourselves off from others, is the point, but rather Krishna is in the heart of that person who is most dear to us. And in fact, on the spiritual platform, as the residents of Vrindavan have the experience with Krishna, he's at the center. There's so many others, and Krishna is at the center, and they're fully satisfied, and there's none of that misgiving of envy and material competition and all those other things. So to cultivate your relationship with Krishna, this undivided attention is required, and the beginning part from the particular age that we're in, I can't refer, those songs of Nam Alvar were so nice. This is meant for us. It's most effective. Not just, this ism or that ism or this religion or that group. It's a principle, it's a universal principle that applies. Calling upon praising and singing, and he used the word raving, calling happily the holy name of the Lord. Now, something that may help us in a personal paying attention fashion, pictures. Some persons are visual. A number of you may have attended the teacher training course, part 1, that Lakshmi Moni gave. I didn't attend it, but I've heard from her. This is one of the modules. Is some people learn auditory, some people learn visual. Different learners learn different ways, and if you're a teacher and you don't know your audience, then you may not be so effective, or you could be more effective. So visuals helps for some. Others, auditory learners, they like having nice sound in the background. Some find that distracting, but a softly playing tape of Srila Prabhupada chanting, or some other peaceful sound vibration. Just like many of us, we'll see, just like that little discussion on, well, you couldn't tell so much because you're involved in discussion, but I was just listening to discussion. It sounded like many bees, as you're glorifying some great saintly person, like that. When we were having this many devotees, these many persons in the room chanting japa together. Such a nice sound vibration. Very sweet. You'll see. Now, the symptoms of attentiveness, I'm trying to be mindful of our time, like it says that big letters, mindful. So, absorbed, concentrated, other qualities of extending kindness and compassion and good intent, goodwill, conscientious, courteous. These are all symptoms of someone who is being attentive, certainly attentive in a relationship, and ultimately attentive in their relationship with Krishna. But then there's other things, when we're the opposite, not attentive. The mind becomes disturbed, distracted, and so forth. Look at those pictures. Whew. That upper right-hand corner, it's like pervasive. Somebody, they're so focused on that little thing that's in their hand, they just lose track of anybody, everybody, everything. So this is our last slide. We're going to do, I'm going to invite you all to take your bead bag, or your beads, if you don't have a bead bag, just your beads. And I'm going to invite you to do 3 different things. So with the Maha Mantra, anyone not know what the Maha Mantra is? Because I can project that on the screen if you like, or we have them on the wall over here. So Maha Mantra, and remembering the fact that the name and the person are non-different. Through the 3 minutes chanting or calling Krishna's name, mindful that the sound vibration when we're calling Krishna's name, he's present, and Krishna are non-different. I'll even give you I won't. Hear this Krishna, and he's come because you've called him. He's so kind. What's our qualification to call Krishna? Hey, Krishna, come on over. Sure, I'll come right over. And he's there. He's very kind. So let us chant like that, mindful of Krishna's presence, giving our attention to him in his personal feature, in his form of his name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram 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 Ram. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Okay. This next is going to be just a continuation of what we just did. And that is, not only the name and Krishna are non-different, but the form and Krishna are non-different. So some of you are from other centers. Some are from Detroit and from this place and that place. Those of us that are here in Chicago, maybe you live far away and you have some deity in your home. Here's the form of Kishore Kishori. Many of us hold Kishore Kishori as the favored deity or the beloved deity that we hold in our heart. So chant, meditating on the fact, there's Kishore Kishori, or in your mind the deity where you live or where you worship in some other center or something, and the sound vibration is the same as the deity. The deity or the form of Krishna is the same as the name of Krishna. So connect that form with the name. The third thing we're going to do, I'll clue you in, is then recognize that Krishna is within your heart, and for that matter, same Krishna is in the heart of everyone, and that sound vibration is connecting you with all the persons in the room, certainly the persons next to you and everybody in the room, what to speak of beyond the room. And then we'll have kirtan doing the same thing, and it'll be the end. Okay, so next, Kishore Kishori, or your deity in your home, or that particular deity that you consider your worshipable deity, and chant with the meditation upon the mindfulness of the form and the name are non-different. And then we're going to bring that form within the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna Krishna. As you continue your chanting, keep chanting. Be mindful of the fact that this deity form is none different than the form of the Lord in your heart, and feel that presence of Krishna within your heart as you're calling his holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Now as you're chanting in this way, that same form that's within your heart is actually within the heart of everyone in the room. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram. Okay, thank you very much. It's a little difficult with shortness of time and so forth to take full advantage of this type of meditation. It's actually meant for a kind of integration of messages during the course of a japa retreat when everyone is already absorbed and hearing the messages. So I'll at least just share the message aside from the experiential part. The message is, accessing higher stages of consciousness, according to our present age of Kali, is made most available through the holy name, and in higher states of consciousness, those who are proficient at being humble and becoming absorbed in Krishna's holy name. One of the verses that we discussed this weekend was a very, very elevated devotee. I'll just say two things. very elevated devotees, Mahabhagavad devotees, when they see a tree, this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, when they see objects within material nature, they can discern what's there, movable and non-movable objects, but they don't just see the object, they see Krishna there. This is their higher consciousness, because in fact, Krishna is within the heart of the tree, or Krishna is within the heart of the bird, or Krishna is within the heart of every living entity. That's theory, but to access that higher consciousness, it comes through the spiritual cleansing and spiritual elevation, specifically through the chanting of the holy name. And the last thing is when chanting, there's a whole other exercise which I've done before at a japa retreat. It's really, really wonderful. When you come before that deity, you can do this as a meditation in your mind. You come before your worshipable deity. This is like we're at a retreat center somewhere far away from everything. You come before the deity form and call his name, and he feels happiness when you call his name, and that inviting reciprocation that comes. It's actually the happiness we experience. We're going to have a little kirtan arrangement just now. When we call the holy name, there's some happiness. We feel peaceful, tranquil, and a spiritual joy. And with that, the spiritual joy is in fact the happiness of Krishna. Especially when the opportunity, you come every Sunday, come more than every Sunday, because we have many kirtans in the temple. And you can have kirtan in your home, and it's very nice. But you have kirtan before the deity, for the pleasure of the deity. It's an immense kind of happiness. And one who thinks in that way, it's not about musicality and skill. It's an offering of devotion through the calling of Krishna's holy name to the deity form of the Lord. It's very, very, very sublime, very powerful. Altogether different experience than the other experience. So Mukunda and Nilamadava, come forward, we'll have kirtan. And spend a little time, if you want to go take prasadam, is whatever time you want to go take prasadam. I believe that's next on the schedule. And then remember, what's the time for the 3:30 for going for Harinam? Lord Chaitanya is very pleased by this also. So sit for a bit, I invite you, and hear the holy name, thinking how Krishna is being pleased by our calling sweetly his holy name. And that pleasure you're feeling is because of his pleasure.
May I make a brief announcement before you start? Hare Krishna. For those of you who are not going to go for Harinam, but you're going to stay here, at 2:45, Atma Rama Prabhu from Vrindavan, who's very well known for Kirtan, he is here and he will guide us through Kirtan starting 2:45. So if you're going to go for Harinam 3:30, great, but 2:45 please come back for Kirtan with Atma Ram Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Ya. Tapasya. Ya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namo Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunjavari Pasatya Vesatarine Namaste Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo, Gora Hari. Nitai Gora Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora. Gora Premanandi, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Bolo, Hare Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bol! Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please loud. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Move. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। Okay, let's see if you're working. Now my left hand don't want to work because it's pushing. Now it's not, you know. It's not. It's nothing here. No sound. It's not working. So while he was the one who was sitting. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna. Please loud, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Don't be so fast, you're all so fast. Slow, it's slow. Slow, slow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,